All right, I am back. It is almost 5 in the afternoon. It is day 54 of this challenge, and we are in Magic Camp, the first location of Chapter 9. And Chapter 9 is the final chapter of the game. So, yeah, here in Magic Camp, it is actually Ness's dream world. So, only Ness is here for this. Paula, Jeff, and Pooh are not here. It's just Ness, because it is his dream world after all. So yeah, nothing is real in Magicant, but everything is real at the same time. And yesterday I did get the loaded dices drop unexpectedly on the first try when I wasn't even trying to grind for it. And yeah, I still have the loaded dices drop right there. And the thing about it is that I was just trying to gear Ness up. I wasn't trying to grind for any of the drops yesterday in Magicant. Like, I was actually going to target the loaded dice today, but I just somehow got their drop on the first try yesterday. Speaking of gearing Ness up, we have his new weapon called the Magicant Bat and his new defense item called the Goddess Band. So yeah, enemies don't spawn in the first two sections of Magicant. They only spawn in the third section. Which is this pinkish red section of Magicant. And also, for some reason, this section plays the saddest music ever. Okay, we already got the first target for today. Okay, so that enemy is called the Electro Swoosh, and they have a 4 in 128 chance of dropping a Sudden Guts pill. How did we single that guy out so fast? All right, but we have the save state, and he's singled out. And let's start grinding. And despite not being one of Gygas's minions, the Electro Swoosh for some reason plays battle against a machine, even though he's not a machine himself. And he's not one of Gygas's minions. So it's just really weird for him to play this battle theme. But I'm not complaining, because this is my favorite battle theme. Hold on. Okay. And the Electro Swoosh actually has a predictable moveset. They start off the battle by greeting you, which wastes a turn. And that's also pretty nice of the Electro Swoosh, greeting us before they kill me. And then the next 2 turns, he'll try to shoot lightning at you with an electric shock attack, which is basically PSI Thunder Beta. And then the 4th turn, they will charge at you, dealing a ton of damage to you. But yeah, most of the time you'll be able to kill the Electro Swoosh before they even get a chance to do that charging attack. Oh yeah, and don't worry, this time I didn't forget to give Ness the Franklin badge. And that way we can reflect the lightning attacks back at the Electro Swoosh. Because that's what happened in Magicant in the previous recording. Like, after I was done recording, I realized I forgot to give Ness the Franklin badge. But once I realized that, I decided to get the Psychic Psychos drop again. Then I didn't forget to give Ness the Franklin badge this time. And then that's when I got the loaded dices drop, unexpectedly. But yeah, out of all the enemies in Magic Camp, the Electro Swoosh is probably the least annoying to fight. Since, as long as you don't forget to give Ness the Franklin badge, the Electro Swoosh will be pretty easy to fight. It's just the other enemies you gotta worry about. The Mr. Molecule also isn't too bad, except if you don't take them out fast enough, they'll be able to concentrate, which means they'll be able to use PSI attacks, since they start off the battle not being able to concentrate. And then the French Kiss of Death is a very dangerous enemy, and they can poison you. The loaded dice is super annoying to fight. While yes, they do have low defense, meaning you can most likely one-shot them, every single turn, they will call for an enemy for help. That's the only attack it has. The only attack it has is to summon more enemies. And then definitely the most annoying enemy in Magicant, if not the entire game, is the Carefree Bomb, in which the game spells carefree as 2 different words. I don't know. It's probably just some mistranslation. But they do realize that carefree in English is 1 word, right? Yeah, the Carefree Bomb is extremely annoying. Like, in my opinion, they're probably the most annoying enemy to fight in the whole game. And you know, EarthBound is an RPG game. There's bound to be some annoying enemies to fight. Every video game has that enemy. But I don't think there's a single video game that I've played in my life that doesn't have at least 1 annoying enemy. Like, it makes sense that video games have to have annoying enemies at times. But the Carefree Bomb is just on another level of annoying. Like, makes me want to throw the game out the window kind of annoying. They only have 2 attacks. They could throw a bomb at you, or they could throw a super bomb at you to deal more damage. But I decided to use save states and resets on the Carefree Bomb when I did this challenge for the first time. because I did not want to have to deal with them constantly getting me close to death. Because by the time I was in Magicant, Ness was at level 99, which meant he was maxed out on levels. And Ness was at the max HP he could have had at that point. You know, I was level 99. I was grinding for the Carefree Bombs drop. And they were doing half of Ness's health in one hit. In which his max health at that point was like 720 something. Yeah, it was a little over 700. Like, that is insane to me. Level 99, the max HP I could have had at that point, and they were doing half of my health in just a couple hits. Like, they had no reason to make the Carefree Bomb so annoying to fight. Oh yeah, once I get the Electro Swooshes drop, you know, obviously I'm gonna have to grind for the other enemies drops. And you wanna know what sucks about the last 3 enemies? They all share the same overworld sprite. So I don't know who I'm gonna target until the battle starts. Which is great. We love it when enemies share overworld sprites, making it impossible to know who I'm targeting until the battle starts. That's awesome. Yeah, other than the enemies in Magicant, do you guys realize how close I am to the end of the challenge? Like, seriously, there's only 3 locations of drops. Which is, you know, the rest of the Magicant enemies. And then after that is Invaded Onenet, which has 3 drops for me to get. And then after that is the Cave of the Past, which has the final 6 drops of the challenge. Like, do you realize how close we are to the end? Like, that's what makes the end of the challenge so satisfying. Like, just knowing that you're near the end. Ooh, yes. Let's go. Okay, that didn't take too long. Okay, I've only been recording for around 14 minutes. Not bad. Alright, Sudden Guts pill. Here we go. It's time to move on to the next enemy. Also, I'm not taking a Flying Man for the grinds on the enemies right now. Because, you know, I don't want to let all the Flying Men die. Oh, wait, that's the shop. This is the save point. If I'm being honest, I want to save the carefree bomb for last, because they're the most annoying enemy to fight in the entire game. At least in my opinion. But, no. Okay, so that's a loaded dice. We do not want to fight that thing. Not only because I already got their drop, but it's also because they're just annoying to fight in general. I really do not like fighting half of the enemies here. Okay, what is this guy? It's a Mr. Molecule. Okay, I have to bait one of these Mr. Molecules up here with me. Wait, unless that guy down there is also a Mr. Molecule. Okay, we have to see if this is also a Mr. Molecule. If it's not, then video's over. We will never know because I'm strong enough to kill him without a green swirl somehow. I have to let him get a sneak attack on me. It's a Mr. Molecule. Let's go. Okay, we just gotta bait him and get him stuck. All right, there we go, the Mr. Molecule. All right, the Mr. Molecule here has a 2 in 128 chance of dropping a magic tart. And it's basically just a better version of PSI Caramel. But hopefully this one doesn't take too long since it is a very rare drop. And let's just start the grind. Oh yeah, something I forgot to mention is that after I got the Psychic Psychos drop again off camera, Jeff ended up getting enough IQ to be able to fix the broken antenna. So once Magicant is done, Jeff will be able to fix the broken antenna, and he'll finally have his ultimate weapon, the Gaia Beam. Ooh, yes. Okay, that took quite a long time. But to be honest, I expected it to take a long time. Alright, there we go. Magic Tart. There we go. We already have 3 out of the 5 drops in Magicant. Wow. Wait, actually, I could just use this Sun and Guts pill since I don't need it anymore. Okay. And then I might as well use that PSI caramel that I got from the loaded dice, because I also don't need that anymore. Okay, so many electro swooshes. Sorry about that, guys. My mom asked me if I was ready to eat. And I am. Because you guys know that I'm a big back. I have to fight this stupid thing. All right, let's go back to the save point. I'll heal up off camera. All right, let's save the game. All right, that is it for this recording. That's good that we're already halfway done with Magicant. And I've only been in Magicant for 2 days. But I gotta go eat.